TikTok, a serious platform for business owners. Today, we're going to talk about 5 reasons you shouldn't ignore TikTok in 2025. If this sounds like a topic you're interested in, do consider sticking around. Good evening to all of you. Que Dieu vous bénisse. Your resident live video coach is trying to learn French, but let's get to the point. How are you all? I hope you are doing well. It is good to see you live for an impromptu session, streaming across Facebook, LinkedIn, and also YouTube. So I'm really excited to reconnect with a lot of you because it's been a while since I've done one of these lives, but I wanted to talk to you today about the power of TikTok for business owners, because I know a lot of you are like, nah, that isn't for me. But I hope that this live stream today is going to whet your appetite, get you thinking a little bit more expansively around the power of TikTok if you have not lent into it thus far. So let me just check before I continue chopping on setting myself on a dream. Let me just check on sound quality, make sure my sound and visual as everything is okay. Let me just check on sound and turn it up. Yes, I can see myself and hear myself okay. Yeah, do I know I'm okay? Got every shelf up. Second device. So how do you feel about TikTok? Let me just ask you this sliding scale question. On a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is like, I completely am just, it's no for me, to 10, where you're like, I am so down for TikTok, for my business and for my brand, where are you on a scale of 1 to 10 right now, with 1 being as like no, and 10 being, right, we're open to this. Hopefully I will be able to share some things with you today that is going to be interesting enough, and I'll make sure that I timestamp this for those of you that are watching on the replay. As I said, this is an impromptu live today, but if this is a topic that you are interested in, feel free to drop it into the comments. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know what your questions are about today's topic. And do let me know where you are tuning in from if you are going to be watching this. Okay, so let's get into the topic of TikTok for business, and is it a serious platform for business owners? And I want to encourage you that this business owner that you are watching under the sound of my voice, I was actually somebody who completely and totally wrote off TikTok, saying, nah, it is not for me. I'm a serious business owner and it's for kids and it's not for me. And I didn't delve into TikTok until, I think I would say, I started to take it more seriously around 2023. So I've been on the platform since it launched. I didn't do anything with it. I just secured my handle. Then I kind of dabbed in and dabbed out a little bit. Then I started posting consistently early part of 2023. I think it was 2023. And then as soon as I had live functionality, I started live streaming, and then it kind of went up and down a little bit, because I still didn't take it seriously, because I didn't understand the concept of it. And for me, somebody who loves live streaming on my laptop, as you're seeing me now, you know, have a certain professionalism. I like my lives to look and feel a certain way. I couldn't deal with going live on my mobile vertically and all these different pop-ups on my screen. And so I jumped off again. But I want to say to you, in a very short period of time of me really looking at TikTok as a serious contender for business, especially somebody like myself who is a live video strategist and coach. So I've been doing this for 10 years. For those of you that don't know, I didn't even introduce myself, but I'll come back to that. But for me, I said I needed to look at it, especially as TikTok has been clearly leading the way with live streaming, and particularly around e-commerce. So they've built a well-oiled business engine. And so I decided to really delve into doing my research around it. And I won't get into the bore you with the details, but I do need to give you context as to why I'm talking about this. And when I started to see where there was potential for it, I lent into it. So about October last year, I launched a subscription, and within the first month, it hit 40 plus people, reoccurring revenue, which we love, right? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And then a month later, I launched my signature program, Talk Like a Boss. And on day 1, I had made 3 sales. By day 5, I think I'd hit my target. And we are now on cohort 3. And all of my sales for that bootcamp are coming through TikTok. I am continually getting new members into my membership. I signed 3 up today. On Thursday, another 5. 50 plus people are in that membership. And we know with memberships, there are churn. The point I'm making to you is that your clients are there. But anyway, let me not talk about myself, but I just have to share with you the fact that I'm consistently getting results from the platform as someone who has been taking it seriously in a short period of time. And so it's no different for you as a business owner, as a serious business owner, to be getting results from your TikTok live strategy. All right, so let's talk a little bit about it. And thank you to those of you that are here live. If you are live, let me know. If you do come back via the replay, then let's have a lovely, lovely conversation. And so let's get into point number 1, the growth of TikTok and why it's not just for Gen Z. So I know a lot of us were like, and I said it myself, not interested in TikTok as a business. But I want to share with you the fact that there were over 1.5 billion users on the platform globally. So if you are thinking that your ideal clients are not on that platform, I submit to you, they 100% are there. And what we're seeing happening on TikTok is that older demographics, for lack of a better way of putting it, older demographics are now representing in different industries on that platform. So your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, and the age demographics are rapidly growing on the platform. And how businesses are able to get in front of new leads, new sales, it is growing. So this is an opportunity for you. Now, I have a question for you, and I want you to be honest, those of you that are watching live or replay. Have you dismissed TikTok? Be honest. Have you dismissed it simply because you think that it is simply for Gen Z? If the answer is yes, it's okay. This is a safe space. Drop a yes in the chat for me because I really do want to know from you. Now, I'm going to do a quick screen share to give you some context. Now, have any of you heard of a lady by the name Sierra Hillman? Let me know if you've heard about Hillman Talk University. So hopefully I'll be able to quickly do a screen share if I didn't delete it. But I just wanted to give you context so you don't take my word for it. Don't go and do a quick Google of this. But here is an example of when a creator saw a gap for something and has created a whole particular movement. So Hillman Talk University, as it says here, is a digital free and online historically Black college and university movement on TikTok. And it was created by Black educators and experts offering courses on a wide range of subjects. So the origin came from, as I said, Sierra Hillman, and she was scrolling and through her feed and noticed a growing number of, just reading verbatim, of Black educators sharing their expertise through video courses. So she has created this whole movement. Now, why am I giving you this as an example? And you go and check it out. You can do your research on TikTok and you can go and Google it as well. But why am I telling you this? This is not about Sierra Hillman specifically, but what I'm trying to show you is there are so many different movements that rise up where you are able to land on certain areas of TikTok and find your people. And so I want to encourage you, please do not discount it. Don't think that your clients are not there, your age demographic's not there. They are on that platform. The platform continues to grow. I was invited to TikTok HQ in London last year, and I was privy to a lot of data around things that they're doing with live stream. Now, I signed an NDA, so I can't get into the logistics of it. But essentially, I was absolutely blown away by the data in terms of live stream and the fact that majority of people are still not leaning into it heavily. All right, I'm just using live stream as an example because that's why I went to see them about a live stream initiative. But in terms of the platform and how it's being used, I'm absolutely telling you 100%, there is an opportunity for you. So let's move on to the next point. And thank you to those of you that are here. So organic reach, you are able to get organic reach on TikTok like you are not able to anywhere else. If you're looking at the online space, you're looking at social media, and you're comparing it to other platforms, plural, TikTok still is a front runner in terms of organic reach without any ads. Every day you have an opportunity to reach new audiences. So whenever I go live, because of the way TikTok is set up, you are constantly reaching new audiences. And yes, you could say, well, it's cold audiences. You're constantly having to, almost like you're starting again because you're reaching new people. You've got to kind of nurture them. But the point is that you're getting access to new audiences every single day. So unlike the likes of Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, dare I say, that you have an opportunity as a small business owner or a small creator to grow without having big budgets to be running ads. So, for example, one of my clients who just ran through cohort 2 of my Talk Like a Boss bootcamp, she actually started her own dance academy membership. And what she's done is she's launched it, and she's done it through TikTok. She's going live on TikTok and doing examples of her dances, and then leading people into example of her dances, her dance classes. Get your teeth in, Janine. But she's doing examples. She's going live in the mornings, and she's sharing some of her classes, dance routines, and she is then leading people into her membership. And she launched it successfully during the cohort that she was on, cohort 2 of Talk Like a Boss, but utilizing TikTok and using TikTok Live. So I want to share with you that this is an opportunity that I don't want you to miss. Even for myself, using myself as the example again, I launched my bootcamp purely through TikTok Live. I didn't launch it to any other platform. I've been sharing it on other platforms, but didn't launch it to any other platforms and sold out the spaces I had. So there is a massive, massive advantage point for you. So I want to ask you a question for those of you that are here live or via the replay. What's been your biggest challenge or struggle with social media in terms of growth and in terms of reach specifically? Let's say reach. If we're thinking about organic reach, I would love to know from you. So do share us into the chat. Right, let's move on to the next point. And thank you to those of you that are here. So the next point I want to share with you is people buy from people, and TikTok allows for the building of trust very, very quickly. I always talk about going live and the fact that live stream accelerates the know, love, and trust. And as I've said to you, TikTok are leaning into live streaming very, very heavily in very many different ways. For TikTok Shop, for TikTok for creators, the affiliate side of things, and obviously for those of us that are in the digital space, if you're a service-based business owner. But I want you to know that there is this real raw authenticness about TikTok that people absolutely love. You can show up in whatever way you want to, but there is not this pressure to feel like you have to be perfectly polished, because people connect with you. And there is just something about TikTok that, and I think it is to do with the fact that they have built the platform and they're culturally preparing, or they've set it in a way where people have adapted to the culture of going live. So people expect to watch lives and consume lives and to convert from live streams. So I want you to think about how you could potentially, especially those of you that are live streaming on YouTube or LinkedIn or even Facebook, how you could lean into this. So you don't need to be perfectly polished to be taken seriously or to be seen as a professional, right? You can show up however you want. Like for me, when I go live on TikTok, I have my slides, my Canvas slides and all that. I don't always do that. But the point is that there is a contrast to the perfectly polished aesthetic. Let's just say for Instagram, use Instagram as an example, where for a lot of people, it's harder to maintain. And those are some of the conversations that I do have with business owners. It's the whole thing of like going live and I had to show up and I have to do all of the things. And I get that because you want to put your best foot forward. But I do want to say to you that it becomes harder to show up and harder to maintain than if you, for example, you had the pressure off of not feeling like you have to be perfectly polished. So TikTok makes it very easy for you to show your personality, to share your story, to share your expertise, and people gravitate to it very well. You don't need to be worrying about perfectly polished, focusing on trends, all of these things, or being on trend. You just need to show up. And I promise you that it leads to sales, because I've seen that myself and I've seen that from my clients who have run through my bootcamp. So here's what I want to say to you, that if you go on this journey with TikTok, unlike other platforms where it can feel like a steep slope trying to skate uphill on ice, that's not what you have here. You have an opportunity, and most of you that are watching are experts. You're the very best at what you do, but perhaps maybe you are keeping yourself smaller by not, and I know some of you might be like, but I don't need to do that. But here's what I'm saying, and I'm saying this is live stream, and I'm just saying this to you, like a friend. We're sitting around a campfire all huddled, is that there are people that are waiting for you, and they're not necessarily where you think that they would historically be. And I think that you might be missing out on an opportunity by not adding it into the mix of the things that you're doing. And so, as I've said, I was that person. I was that business owner. I don't want to not be taken seriously. I am respected within my industry, within my niche. I'm converting through my live stream content. I have built a community on that platform, monetized that community. I don't know why I can't speak to monetized, but I just want to say to you that there is an opportunity. Anyway, I hope that you're getting what I'm saying. I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down. If you do have any questions about anything that I'm saying, please feel free to ask. So the next point that I want to share with you is that TikTok Lives as a selling tool, the wonderful thing about TikTok Live is that you don't have to feel salesy. There is a very easy segue that takes place for you through TikTok Live. As I've mentioned, it's almost as if the platform have primed people to be ready to buy. So it's not, you can go live, you can create content without feeling like you have to have this whole entire sales pitch. And I won't get into it today, but TikTok have some really cool in-app features that make it very easy for you to collect leads and to make it so easy. And no, I'm not talking about Standstore, which they've got literally some features that you can use where you can collect leads, where you can get people's contact details, you can get people into the DM straight away, super easy. So I want you to know that it becomes so much easier, in fact, effortless, to be able to segue into selling on TikTok. And wonderful thing that I love, especially about TikTok Live and with live streams anyway, but specifically with TikTok Live, is the way you can segue into your sales in real time through conversations and connections, because people are big on community over there. And I want to just say to you, again, this is about you sharing your story, your opportunity with those who are ready and waiting to hear from you as the go-to expert. So, for example, today I went live on the platform on TikTok. Over 700 people joined my live stream, 60 plus new followers, 6 leads, 6 inquiries for my bootcamp. And from those, 3 people signed up to my membership. 3 people. That's real-time data, my friends. I'm not making this up. I should have had my receipts to show you on my screen. But that's just today. So I really just want you to kind of just lean into it. Are any of you warming up to this? Do let me know if you're warming up to this. So I want to ask you if you have ever thought about particularly using the tool live video for selling your products and your services. Are you going down the traditional route of, whatever that route is for you? Because there are lots of different ways to sell, right? But I'm talking specifically about going live, because I know still a huge number of you or people across platforms really do struggle with going live. So I just want to know, if you're someone who is considering going live, have you considered it? Do let me know in the chat. Would love to know where you are about where you are with this. All right, let's move on to the next point that I want to make. And thank you to those of you that are here. So I want to talk to you now about why you need a strategy. It's not about being random. So as much as I've said to you that TikTok has this real, raw, relatable, authentic way for you to be able to connect with your ideal audience, to have that organic reach, to be able to connect with people and share the opportunity of your offers without feeling salesy. There are so many things that are open to you. But like with everything, you absolutely 100% do need to have a strategy. You cannot be random. And I think that those of you who are business owners and you understand marketing, you're not going to be trying to be out here being, fly by the seat of your pants, are you? So TikTok isn't about luck. It isn't about luck. It is about strategy. So you do need to have a content plan, 100%. You need to have a content plan. You need to have structure to your video content as well as your live streams, and make sure that your offers, you're really clear about your offers when you are offering them live. And I do talk to my clients and my community about the importance of what happens after the live, because we can't just rely upon that as well. And what I will say is that something that is a conversation that does come up, especially around visibility on the platform. What I think happens is that a lot of business owners do give up way too soon, because and this is not just indicative of TikTok Live, this is across platforms. Because the whole focus is live, people feel like it's not worth their time if they look at the number and they're like, oh my gosh, there's nobody live with me, or they've not got many people, not understanding the power of the replay for most platforms, with the exception of TikTok. But also with TikTok, understanding the developing and building and accelerating the know, love, and trust, and using it as a tool to nurture to conversions. And so I don't want you to give up, right? As many people do. It's about having that roadmap that leads to success. And I always say to my clients that you need to understand the follower to buyer journey on the platform. And this is exactly why I created my 4-week bootcamp, Talk Like a Boss. And this is all about helping business owners plan out their TikTok marketing strategy with a step-by-step system that gets results, that gets leads, gets sales. For example, one of my clients, one of my students, started her online dance portal off the back of doing the bootcamp. And so if you are interested in finding out more about this bootcamp, and you think that, you know what, I can only have success on TikTok if I'm dancing. No, you don't need to do that. You don't have to spend hours upon hours trying to figure it out. The Talk Like a Boss bootcamp is for you. Let me just bring up the old slide, darling. Thank you to those of you that are here. So the Talk Like a Boss bootcamp, I have linked it I've pinned it in the chat, and I will share the actual link as well. But if you want to know more about the Talk Like a Boss bootcamp, you want an opportunity to have a step-by-step system to grow and make sales on TikTok, then this is going to be the opportunity for you. And I want to invite you to check out the information. If you would like me to send you some information, you have some questions, feel free to ask. But this bootcamp starts on Monday, the 7th of April. This will be cohort 3. I'm so excited about it. So this is our third version, third wave of the Talk Like a Boss bootcamp since I launched it in November. So I'm really excited for the students, the clients that I'm going to be working with. People are already signing up and securing their spaces. So if you'd like to know a bit more about the Talk Like a Boss bootcamp, I will link it in the comment section. If you're on YouTube, it's already pinned. If you want to know more, you have questions, and you want me to send you some information, feel free to ask. So you can do a number of different things. So if you want to find out more, in the chat, just drop a comment below, or you can send me a DM and I'll send you more information. Or if you are an action taker and you're like, I'm going in for this already, then you can click the link and secure your space today. But I am open to any questions that you may have about the bootcamp, or any questions about what I've shared today. Please feel free to let me know. And so I'm going to ask you, what was your biggest takeaway from what I've shared so far? Was there anything that stuck out to you? Anything that you're not clear about? Do let me know. So the Talk Like a Boss bootcamp, like I said, if you want to know more, drop me a comment below, message me. You can message me the word TikTok, whatever makes it easy for you. I am here to help you. Thank you so much to those of you that have hung out with me today. If you're watching me on YouTube, please check out the video that's going to pop up on the screen there. If you are watching me on Facebook and LinkedIn, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you all again next time. Take care. Bye.